Good morning. How you guys doing? This is Brother Mike back with the thought of the day on February 17, 2023. First, I want to give honor and praise to the Elohim of Israel for waking me up this morning and giving me the strength to bring you this message and the wisdom to bring you this message. Today, we're going to talk about the AA promises. Wednesday, we talked about step 9. And after you do step 9, the book tells you that you should see some promises start to come in your life, especially if you went through all the steps honestly and thorough. Some promises will start to come in your life, and those promises are the beauty of being in this fellowship and establishing that relationship with God. So first, I'm gonna go over the promises, and then I'm gonna discuss them, how they apply to my life right now. All right. It says, if we are painstaking about this phase of our development, we will be amazed before we're halfway through. We're going to know a new freedom and a new happiness. We will not regret the past, nor will we shut the door on it. We will comprehend the word serenity, and we will know peace. No matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others. The feeling of uselessness and self-pity will disappear. We will lose interest in selfish things and gain interest in our fellows. Self-seeking will slip away. Our whole attitude and outlook upon life will change. Fear of people and of economic insecurity will leave us. We will intuitively know how to handle situations that which used to baffle us. We will suddenly realize that God is doing for us what we could not do for ourselves. Are these extravagant promises? Then everybody says, we think not. They are being fulfilled among us, sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly. They will materialize if we work for them. Those things tell you how your life should change when you finally find God by doing these steps, and of course getting baptized afterwards. But doing these steps is these promises start to come, life really becomes different. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna talk about we're going to know a new freedom and a new happiness. After unloading all of that stuff in step 4 and 5 and making those apologies, the freedom I feel right now is just amazing. I was at work a couple weeks ago, and this lady downstairs, this client that was downstairs, said that you look like you just be floating when you walk around here. And I told her that right now I'm trying to live in the spirit, and that's from doing this work. You will not regret the past, nor wish to shut the door on it. As you guys see, I'm very transparent when it comes to things that I went through in the past. Um, I don't, I don't, I don't regret a lot of things because I learned from them, and I'm able to help people with them. We will comprehend the word serenity, and we will know peace. Man, peace and serenity is what I try to live in now, and it's beautiful to be able to finally just exhale because I'm not carrying around all that baggage of guilt, shame, and remorse from things that happened to me and things that I did. No matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others. No matter all of the things that I did that were the worst, all of the things that happened to me that were the worst, doing this work showed me how those just turned into my testimony. That now I could tell people how he got me through all of those things and how great he is for giving me the strength and the wisdom to get through those situations. And just his grace carried me through those situations. The feeling of uselessness and self-pity would disappear. That depression that we went through when we was in addiction and chasing those things in this world would start to disappear because now I'm resting in the grace of God, and I'm resting in his strength and just being one with him. I don't think about myself and how this life's supposed to benefit me. I just think about working for him. We will lose interest in selfish things and gain interest in our fellows. Yeah, we become less selfish. Before, when I used to wake up in the morning, it used to be about how was I going to please myself today, and what was I going to do to benefit Mike, and how can Mike get this and Mike get that. And then it turns into now when I wake up in the morning, I ask someone to point me in a direction of somebody I could help, and I continuously just want to be in service, trying to help other people. I was definitely never that person. Self-seeking would slip away. I try not to glorify myself on social media or any platforms. I try not to self-seek, because when you self-seek and you don't get the attention you want, it could lead you into a tailspin. So I try to make things about me reaching out and trying to do things for other people. I don't like a lot of attention when it comes to, sometimes I'll be embarrassed and stuff, and that's something I got to work on when I get a lot of attention. But I really try not to self-seek that much. Our attitude and outlook upon life will change. Like I said before, I became less selfish, and my attitude and outlook on life totally changed, because now my attitude and outlook is not about me. Before, I wanted to reach the lofty goals that the world tell you that you got to achieve in order to be deemed successful. But now I try to just live in the spirit and do what he tells me to do. And it's a win-win, because I don't have to worry about the wins or losses, because it's totally for him. Fear of people and economics insecurity will leave us. This one was a little tougher one, in terms of now I'm starting to get comfortable around a lot of different people. I had social anxiety growing up, and my economic insecurity definitely kicked in. That's why I was able to walk away from doing the basketball tournaments, because I wanted to observe the Sabbath. The old me, I would have thought that was crazy to give up that kind of situation just to observe a Sabbath. But once I did these steps and that spirit came in me, that's the only thing I wanted to do is please him. So the insecurity definitely left me. I still need to do a little more work in that area, but with his help I can get there. We wouldn't truly know how to handle situations that used to baffle us. I got better at that, because I used to get frustrated with a lot of things, but now I'm calming down a little bit more. I pray a lot. I ask him for serenity, and sometimes I meditate to really get to that point to be able to handle a lot of things that used to frustrate me. We will suddenly realize that God is doing for us what we cannot do for ourselves. And that's the beauty of this whole thing, because he's definitely doing these things for me that I couldn't do. I couldn't put down the drink. I couldn't be unselfish. I couldn't be monogamous. I couldn't be a lot of things in my life, and now he has taken over. I just really threw him the keys and jumped in this passenger seat of the car, and I let him drive the car now. So now he's controlling the wheel, and he's driving me and have me doing all the work for him. And these promises, when I tell you guys, once you do this work, these steps and these promises start to come in your life, it's such a beautiful thing. I wish everybody could have this experience of seeing these promises develop in their life, and it comes with that connection with God and come from doing this work. So this brother Mike, I want you guys to enjoy your day. Shalom.